Yeah, my most very important memory is my relationship with my grandmother. And I say that because through her, I also was brought up by my great-grandmother, and my great-grandmother told me about her mother, which means I knew about my grandmother, my great-grandmother, and my great-great-grandmother. Very important for me, because I feel from that angle, I am quite anchored. And she came from a people whose totem is the springbok. And she related a whole lot of stories about those. And I remember I have a memory and a picture in my head of me many times sitting with my great-grandmother, her mother, and the stories that she told me. But the cherry on top of the cake about my grandmother is that when everybody in the family thought that my decision to want to be a writer was extremely incorrect for the time, and that I would never be able to support myself or support anybody from that thing, she was the only one who stood by me, to the extent that many times when everybody was sleeping, I would take out the typewriter, write, and she would hear the typewriter and she would wait until when the typewriter is no longer, there's no more sound, and she would come and ask me, what were you writing about? And I would tell her, and she would say to me, once you have finished about it, I want to read it. So she was my first critic about writing. We almost crossed swords one time when I wrote a poem called What is in This Black Shit? And that was because I was extremely angry against the apartheid system. I was actually appalled that at my young age, it was already turning me into a victim because of the sparse system, you know? And so I wrote this very angry poem called What is in This Black Shit? And she asked me to see it. I gave it to her and she said, no. I don't want your heart to be so angry. Because if your heart becomes so angry, it will explode. Don't do that. And she asked me not to publish it, but I was so angry that I felt I'm going to defy her, and I defied her. And it is in my first collection of poems, the book called Yakalinkomo. And instead of being very angry with me, she wanted to understand why did I feel like that when she saw it in book form now, in a book form, that it was in a book form. And I explained to her that, the manner in which the apartheid regime is treating us, it becomes very clear to me that we must fight now. We can no longer just talk about them. At that time when I said that, while I knew where to go, I was still conflicted by it means I must leave, But when the time came, I was at ease with it. By that time, she had passed, you see. She passed in 1974, the year I left South Africa. And even about that, we had a lot of discussions. My other memory is that the day they came to arrest me, to detain me under Terrorism Act Section 6, which meant that you are detained, nobody can see you. The only people that you see is the security branch, but also you are in detention indefinitely. You can be there forever. It depends entirely on them. You are alone in the cell with nobody else. So I was in that state for a full 9 months. And somehow these people, the security branch had picked up that I'm very close to my grandmother. So they would come with all kinds of stories about her to me. Your grandmother said you must tell the truth and the total truth. Your grandmother said anybody who lies is downright stupid and a coward and so on. That the truth eventually will come out. But what they did not know is that I know my grandmother. And in fact, the day they arrested me, she was there. And there was this one Afrikaner security branch who spoke impeccable Setswana. And he said to her, this man will go to jail for a very, very long time. And because I know that this thing is going to hurt you, I would like to buy you a blanket. And my grandma said, keep your blanket. You cannot oppress me and then buy me a blanket. Keep your blanket. You see? So what I'm saying about her is that she exposed me to things which much, much, much later on I found to be very, very valuable, which I still cherish even now at my age. And that's why I am not only, it's not only a sharp memory in my mind, it is only something that I'm very proud of, extremely proud. And that's why I have a lot of respect for elders, because I know in them they hold the strength of experience, the strength of understanding, and the strength of knowing what to do. So she's somebody who lives with me at all time. Even now, when I talk like this, I know she's here with me. But the other matter about it is that I'm named after her husband. And she used to tell me that I'm her husband. When I was a little boy, she used to tell me, come and kiss me here, my little husband, which made me very proud. You feel loved, you feel cared for, you have a deep sense of belonging. So she has a serious presence in my life, you see.